Jade Cargill haters, I got some bad news for you in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about because Jade Cargill has been making a notable difference in WWE. Following a very successful career in AEW, although it was a little lackluster towards the end because Tony Khan wouldn't actually book her against top stars despite being one of their biggest draws, she's in WWE, where so far so good. So far so good. Triple H has done wonders with Jade Cargill, someone that I'm very high on, and a lot of you out there are as well. The way that they have done her arrival has been marvelous, and it's really night and day compared to what AEW did. And that's not necessarily a knock at Tony, because he did set the template for some of her success. I look at it as AEW set the foundation, the template, to how to book a Jade Cargill, and Triple H just enhanced it with production. I think that's the best way to look at it, because if you look at the way that she is portrayed, it is, okay, she comes out with cool entrance music, and she does a really cool entrance. She's bigger than life. She gets into a ring. She hits impactful, meaningful moves. There's no wasted movement whatsoever. And then she gets out of the ring, and the match is over. That is the perfect way to book Jade Cargill. Something in which Triple H noticed. And he has always said that he doesn't want talent to use playbooks in which they learned and used outside of the WWE universe. Instead, he wanted them to take WWE's playbook, take plays from that playbook, and morph it into their own, and then they're off to the races. And they've done that, right? I highlight her entrance. In AEW, she just came out. In WWE, she comes from a silhouette-esque position, and then she's revealed, and then they have the camera pointed down at her to make her look like a bigger star, because she is. She's a very unique human being, and that's why she's a megastar that she is. And so when you look at that, and you can go down the list, and you can say, well, she's kind of like this person, or she's kind of like that person. It's like, no. Jade Cargill is a freaking unicorn, who also wears a uniform, but she's a unicorn in the esque of, I understand that there have been comparisons between China and Rhea Ripley, and I understand that there's going to be comparisons from China to Jade and Rhea Ripley to Jade, but in my eyes, in my opinion, I think that viewpoint is a disservice to the impact and the success in which Jade Cargill has achieved in so little time. Now, keep in mind that WWE, they wanted to sign Jade Cargill before she showed up on AEW programming, right? In 2020. And she opted to sign with AEW. And I think that move really paid off for her well. But she's only been in the business for a few years. And I've highlighted the fact that she has the charisma already built in, which is a great thing because it's very hard to learn charisma. Where does she lack? Well, it's in the ring. She's still very, very green. She's only been around. She's only done so many matches. Well, the good thing is more reps, more opportunities to get better, right? WWE recently updated their live event advertising for upcoming tours. She's front and freaking center on them. We've known that they've been very high on her ever since she signed with the company, right? From her doing various media rounds to Triple H coming out and saying, look, until she's ready, we are not putting her in the ring. And they did that. They waited months to do that. And props. So today's video, where is this going, right? I would say Cage Side Seats had this tweet up, and it got me thinking. Oh, is this where WWE is going? And if so, them haters ain't gonna like it. So she made her in-ring debut officially. I understand she made her in-ring debut at the Royal Rumble this past January in the Women's Royal Rumble match, but officially, she made her in-ring debut at WrestleMania 40 when she teamed up with Bianca Belair and Naomi to go over Damage Control's Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. Fast forward 2 nights later on an episode of Monday Night Raw, she quickly put away Chelsea Green. I mean, it was an absolute squash match. She threw at least like 3 moves, if that. And it was off to the races from there. 1, 2, 3, boom, she's out of the ring. And in a response to that, Jade said this on Twitter, and I quote, "Wait, so you guys thought that was going to be a long match? I told you I'm coming for the women's division. One head at a time. I get paid per match. So let's make it quick. 2-0, end quote. And so it's ironic that she then follows up and she goes, "Besides, Chelsea is known to turn anything into gold. I was just the person hired for the job. She asked for it. Who's next?" Oh, do you see where this is going? Do you see where this is going? Yeah. You know how I was talking about a minute ago that WWE took what AEW put as a template but enhanced it? Okay. She's booked in quick squash matches, presumably going forward. She's now racking up wins. She's acknowledging her record. She drops a "Who's next?" tagline, and she has a history of going on impressive long winning streaks. Who does that tell you? Who does that remind you of? That reminds me of Bill Goldberg. That's WCW's model. And I understand, well, dude, they did that in AEW. What else is new? It's WWE. Everything that I've just said, they've done it better than AEW, and it's not a knock at AEW. She had a great career in AEW. They just do things better than AEW. That's why they're the #1 wrestling promotion in the world. AEW has arguably better wrestling, but WWE has best promos and best production, right? And storytelling. So, what this tells me for the Jade Cargill haters out there is Jade Cargill is about to go on a very, very long winning streak. And we're going to get more of Jade Cargill on WWE television. We're going to get her in more squash matches. We're going to get her more on Raw and SmackDown. Heck, send her to NXT. She's going to pick up wins at live events. And just like what WCW did at TV and at live events with Bill Goldberg, just like AEW did with Jade Cargill on Dynamite and Rampage and Dark Elevation, they are going to be using Jade a lot. She's going to get more reps. She's going to get more exposure. She's going to get the ability to learn more from crowd reactions. And she's going to be used a lot more. Therefore, Jade Cargill haters, buckle up, because you're going to see a lot of Jade Cargill on your television screen.